There are so many ways to get around the Cocos Keeling Islands. You could go by ferry, simple. If you've got a lot of energy and a spare 6 hours, you can actually walk around this entire coral atoll at low tide. You could paddle, still a bit too much energy, or you could go on a motorised canoe tour. My thoughts, exactly. Like many activities on the islands, the time this tour starts is dependent on the tides. What we're going to see? Well, that's dependent on the time of the day and the tides as well. So these adventures are just that. You never know exactly where you're going to end up, but tour owners and operators Kylie and Ash guarantee you'll have one heck of a lot of fun getting there. The canoes motor around the south end of the atoll where the water is fairly shallow, stopping along at a number of the 27 islands that make up the Cocos Keelings. First stop is breakfast. Glad to see they have their priorities right, and the tour numbers suddenly explode.
They're hiding out in the bushes and under the pondock, and when the food comes out, they've got an intent to smell, so they'll come and join us for breakfast.
And once everyone's had a feed, the crabs and Ash like to have a bit of fun. Pick your crab carefully, size counts in this race.
Okay, holiday makers, you are so lucky you're here for the 2017 running of the Cocos Cup. Racing on Cocos, they're off to a pretty good start. The big fella's going straight for the line. They're all over the track. It's anyone's race at this stage of the game. This is close to a race record. You have won a trip overseas.
So it's back into the warm waters of the Southern Lagoon for some more exploring. This atoll hasn't always been idyllic. In World War II, they were bombed on an almost weekly basis as they served as a strategic communications post for the Allies. Mind you, the further into our adventure we get, the more you start thinking they could have used Ash's dad jokes to fend off hostile attacks.
Okay, so as I say, 13.62 metres. It's a good thing we're here in the afternoon because all the ice caps have melted from the top of Cocos.
And Ash keeps up his running commentary, although it does take a serious turn.
So 1942, when our guys were stationed here, they had no cabbage bush, they had no coconut trees here, they had a clear 360-degree view of the islands. So if they saw an enemy ship coming, they'd hoist the flag up, they'd get the cannons ready for any intruders.
Today, only 2 of the 27 islands are permanently inhabited, but it hasn't stopped the locals setting up their own outposts, which visitors are very welcome to use. So after a quick dip and a bevy or two at the South Island Bar, BYO naturally, it's back in the canoes, and when Kylie suggests a snorkel, who am I to say no? This is just one of the many gobsmackingly beautiful snorkeling spots on the Cocos. And once we've berthed our canoes, it's time to check out some of the underwater sights in the relative safety of our own little aquarium. But all good things must come to an end, even a day like this. Well, the tide is going out, and that means it's time for us to go home. I cannot believe that we've been out here for almost 5 hours. Kylie, you and Ash, you are wonderful hosts. Thank you so much. And while I'm thinking about it, Ash is actually the local marriage celebrant here on Cocos, and we just passed a beach that said, I do beach, so I'm just putting it out there. If you need another reason to come to paradise, there it is. As I said, the tours can run any time from morning to late afternoon, depending on the tides. It's best to check in with the visitor centre when you come over, and you will come over. Trust me.